Well, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys weren't expecting this. A new update in, what has it been, 4 months on this channel? And longer than that for me. I think around 8 months since I've last uploaded a video. But, just to put it bluntly and shortly, I'm back. And I'm getting the gang back together. Starting now, we will be resuming regular episodes of the Haymakers podcast. So, you might be asking yourselves, what gives? Why did you leave? What happened? Well, at the time, I was getting kind of bored of the product. It was a lot of work to be able to keep up with everything, not just in WWE, but the indie promotions like New Japan and so on and so forth. And not to mention with my job, at the time, I had to wake up extremely early, meaning I couldn't watch Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, or anything live. It was just impossible. I worked long hours, and I had to wake up very early. So it was really difficult for me to keep up. I mean, as much as I liked that job, it was too much to be able to do any other, like, side projects or anything constructive other than my job. Well, now I have a new job with a new schedule, and I now have the time and the ability to make the podcast once more. And I recently got myself back into wrestling because of WrestleMania season. And speaking of WrestleMania, the very first podcast that will be launching on this channel in a very, very long time will be WrestleMania predictions. We will be doing predictions for WrestleMania 34, all 13 matches on the card. And it will be releasing sometime this weekend. I can't say for sure because I'm not going to be the one doing the editing. It will actually be Voice of Reason. Wow, Voice of Reason. Bleh, that will be doing the editing for this cast. And if you're wondering about returning cast members, well, I'll let you know. We have myself. We have Voice of Reason, as I mentioned. We have Kanako the Squirrel, formerly James the Squirrel. And, of course, we have Nikki V, one of the previous Hosses, other than myself and Toon Critic. And we also have Bobby returning as well to do all of the graphics for our predictions videos. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. This is something I really don't want to talk about, and I shouldn't have to talk about, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys will ask anyway, so here we go. I did mention Toon Critic's name, and the question on some people's minds is, will Toon Critic be returning to the cast? Short answer is no. Absolutely not. He has not been invited to return, he will not be returning, and he will not be featured on any future content on this channel. I have changed the banner into something temporary that I just had lying around on my computer, but we will be making a brand new banner for the channel. Now, speaking of Toon Critic, obviously he was involved in this channel, and he was one of the main voices for the channel. So that begs the question, what about the previous episodes? 80% of the content on the channel, including some of our best stuff, has him in it. So will we be deleting all the previous episodes to make way for the new ones without him in it? Now, I want to delete the videos. I do. I want to get rid of them, and I want to start completely fresh. But the other cast members disagree. They do not want to remove the videos because, A, that's our best stuff, and that's the minor reason. The major reason is because he is, unfortunately, a part of this channel's history. He is a part of how this channel was made. A lot of the people on this channel came from his, back when his was up and running 2 months ago. So we unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but I should say that we feel as though we have to keep them up. It's a part of our history, and it's one that we can't really erase. He was a part of the channel. He was a big part of the channel. He's a big part of why the channel exists in the first place, and we can't just remove that. But I can promise that no future episodes will have him in it. We have no content with him recording. We have none of that. None of it. If you have any further questions, please feel free to say something in the comments of this video, because I know that it is a very important subject, and we want to handle this as smoothly as we possibly can. But the consensus is, as much as I may disagree, that we should not remove the videos. So we won't. Unless you guys really pressure us and ask us to. Because if you guys are saying, look, remove them, then we'll do it. We'll remove them. Let's move on and ask the question, will we be adding more cast members? Well, that goes hand in hand with how the podcast is going to be handled, because we're starting fresh. We have changes to the cast, and we have we're all older, and we don't know entirely what we're going to be doing. We know we're going to do the prediction series, but we don't know what else we're going to be doing on top of that. So will we be adding more cast members in the future? Certainly possible. I've also been thinking about doing audio only formatting and not worrying about the YouTube channel, probably putting that on a feed on a separate domain, and not having to worry about YouTube, because YouTube is not that great of a place for podcasts. But Twitch is, surprisingly enough. I've seen a lot of podcasts be very successful on Twitch. So we might end up live streaming the unedited casts on Twitch. It'll probably be on my personal channel, mostly because that one has a lot of traction already. So that is something that we might be doing. And I'll update you guys when we come to a conclusion, because I actually haven't asked the other cast members about this. This is just something that I thought of this morning about live streaming the unedited casts. So, as of right now, there's a lot of stuff that's still up in the air, but I can promise you WrestleMania predictions will be coming out this weekend. That much I can promise you. The gang is back. We're back. We're finally back. I have the time to be able to run the channel. I have the time to be able to edit videos. Voice of Reason will be doing editing as well. We have Bobby doing the graphics, and then we have Nikki V and Kanako the Squirrel along for the ride. So, for those of you that have been eagerly waiting another cast, thank you for your patience. I appreciate your patience, and I appreciate you you coming by and just sticking around. Even with our absence, I'm very happy about that. So thank you so much. We will be releasing it this weekend. WrestleMania predictions. Wait for it. I'm talking in circles now, so I may as well sign off. If you want to follow me, you can take a look at my Twitch channel in the description. And I will also be adding the YouTube channels of the other cast members, or any other places they want to plug, in the description of the cast. So stay tuned. Wait for this weekend. Thank you so much. This is Calco signing off.